Hello, good morning students. Welcome back to the class. So once again we will start our exercise 3.3. So beta we were doing the chapter number 3rd, understanding quadrilateral. So before going to exercise I am telling once again the recapitulations. What are we doing? We are doing the types of a quadrilateral. So in the types of quadrilateral I have explained many times what is the trapezium, what is the kite, what is the parallelogram and what are the properties of parallelogram. So in exercise 3.3 maximum we are using the properties of parallelogram. What is parallelogram? Parallel sides. It means both the pair of opposite sides are parallel. So you can say it will be parallelogram. And what are the properties of parallelogram? First one, you can say opposite angles of a parallelogram will be always equal. Second property is opposite angle will be also equal. Third property is sum of any two adjacent angles of a parallelogram will be equal to 180 degree. And fourth properties will be if intersecting points of the diagonal will bisect the diagonal into two equal parts. Clear beta? So we are maximum using the properties of parallelogram in this exercise. So here also now we have done till question number 8. So today we will start our question number 9. So what is question number 9 beta? Question number 9 is given in the above figure. This figure is given and in this figure RISK, okay, RISK and CLUE are parallelogram. Find x. Okay, find the value of x. Find the value of x. So question number 9, it is given. What is given beta in this question? Simple. RISK and CLUE are the parallelogram. So you have to find out the value of x. So RISK, you can see this one parallelogram RISK, this one, okay, and CLUE, this one CLUE, this one parallelogram, okay. Here all what is given, one angle is given, this is unknown angle, this is given x, okay. After that some two angles are also given beta. This one K angle is given 120 degree and this one angle is given 70 degree. You have to find out the value of x. Clear? So here you will, which property you can use, you have to see. So first one, which parallelogram is given beta? RISK. Okay, if you will take this parallelogram RISK, this one, okay. So angle K will be equal to angle I, this one, because opposite angles are always equal. So you can say angle RI, this one angle, okay. So I am taking this one angle, this one, okay, this one. So you can give the name RIS, okay. So angle RIS will be equal to angle K and this is equal to 120 degrees. So you will write the state the property also. Which property? Opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. Clear? Opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. Clear? Now second, so this one angle will be equal to this angle, okay. Now if this angle is 120 degree, okay, this one angle is 120 degree, so what will be this interior angle? 180 minus 120. So you can say beta this interior means SIC, okay, angle SIC. So SIC will be equal to 180 minus 120, 180 minus 120, so it will be 60 degree, okay, because the complete angle will be straight line angle, so it will be 180 degree and this one is 120 degree. So what will be this beta? 180 minus 120, so you can say it will be 60 degree. Clear? Now you can see beta this line, okay, IL and SU, okay, IL and SU, and you can say, so these are the parallel lines. If parallel lines is cutting by one transversal line, this one is transversal, so this angle will be equal to this one angle. So you can say this will be also 60 degree. So you can say angle I will be equal to angle S and you can say it will be equal to 60 degree because alternate alternate interior angles of parallelogram are equal. Okay, because beta alternate interior angles of parallelogram are equal because this line, okay, IL and SU, these are parallel lines and this one is transversal. So in this one angle and this one, so interior angle, okay, you can say in alternate interior angles will be always equal. So this angle will be equal to this one angle. Now if you will take the CLUE, okay, CLUE parallelogram, so L angle will be equal to angle E. Okay, so you can say angle L will be equal to angle E. L will be equal to E is equal to 70 degree because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. Clear? So this one will be also 70 degree. Okay. Now you can take this triangle. In this triangle, okay, sum of all the angle will be equal to 180 degree. Two angles you know. Okay. So simply you can find out the third angle. So you can say 70 plus 60 plus x will be equal to 180 because sum of angles of parallelogram will be equal to 180 degree. Clear? So you will use the property sum of angles of a parallelogram will be equal to 180 degree. So 70 plus 60 plus x will be equal to 180 degree beta. Okay. So from here you can find out the value of x easily. 70 plus 60, 130 plus x is equal to 180. So x will be equal to 180 minus 130. So you can say 50 degree. So what is the unknown angle? So you can say x will be equal to 50 degree. You have to find out the value of x. So what will be x? So x will be 50 degree. So simply how will you use the property here beta? First you will take the parallelogram RISK. In this risk one angle is given, so you can find out the opposite angle. Same CLUE, one angle is given, so you can find out the opposite angle. So this one will be 70. If this is 120, so this one will be 120. This is inside. Okay, so what will be the next outside angle? 180 minus 120, 60. Now this one angle and this one are alternate interior angle. So this one is 60, so this one is also 60. This one is 70, so opposite of that will be also 70. Now you can see this one is making a triangle. Okay, this one. So in this triangle, what will be that? Sum of all the angles of a triangle will be 180 degree. Two angles are given, 70 and 60, and third one is x. So you can find out the easily value of x. So 70 plus 60 plus x is equal to 180. So 130 plus x is equal to 80. So what will be the value of x? 180 minus 130. So you will get the value x is equal to 50. Okay. You will get the value beta x is equal to 50. Clear? X is equal to 50. Clear? So simply only diagram is given, and in this diagram beta two parallelograms are given. First one is RISK and second one is CLUE. Okay, so you have to find out the unknown angle and it is given x. So two angles, both the parallelogram, two angles are given, one angle. So opposite angles first you will find out. After that you will find out the alternate interior angle. After that you can see ESO is a triangle. So in this triangle, sum of all the angles of a triangle will be equal to 180. So 70 plus 60 plus x is equal to 180. So you can say 130 plus x is equal to 180. So x will be equal to 180 minus 130. So you will get the value x is equal to 50. Clear? Now next question, question number 10. Question number 10 beta. Question number 10. So what is question number 10? Explain how this figure is a trapezium. Okay, explain how this figure is a trapezium. Explain how this figure is a trapezium. Which of its two sides are parallel? Which of its two sides are parallel? Figure 3.32. And what is the figure? It is given like that, beta. This. Clear? So you can write, it is given K, L, M, N. This one angle is 100 degree and this one angle is 80 degree. Clear? So in question number 10, beta, what is given? Explain how this figure is a trapezium and which of its two sides are parallel. Okay, so first you can see in this trapezium K, L, M, N. Okay, what is given? K, L, M, N is a trapezium. Okay, so first I will tell you about one property of the angles. If two straight lines are given, okay, if two parallel lines are given and one transversal line is given, so this one angle and this one angle, okay, one side interior angle. So these type of angles are called co-interior angles, and sum of co-interior angles will be always equal to 180 degree. You can say sum of co-interior angles will be equal to 180 degrees. So you can assume this one is angle 1 and this one is angle 2. So angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to 180 degree. Clear? So here which type of angle this? This is also the interior angle and this one is also the interior angle, and this one line and this one. For example, you can give the name L and M. So L and M, these are two parallel lines, and this one line K is the transversal line. Okay, so one side of the line and interior angle. Okay, both the angles are one side of the transversal line and both the angles are interior angles. Okay, so you can say this type of angles are called the co-interior angle, and sum of co-interior angles will be always equal to 180 degree. Clear? So beta, here it is given the trapezium is given. Okay, trapezium is given, and in this trapezium if you are taking this line, NM is parallel to KL. Okay, if NM, okay, first you will check the sum of the measures of the angle. Sum of measures of angle. So what is the sum of measures of angle? If you are taking the angle M and L, so M and L both are the co-interior angle. If you are taking NM is parallel to KL. Okay, so you will write 110 plus 100 plus 80 is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so you can write the reason here. NM is parallel to KL. So if NM is parallel to KL, so you will write co-interior, sum of co-interior angle, sum of co-interior means one side and interior angles. Okay, so sum of co-interior angles will be equal to 180 degree. Will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, so here you can see angle M and L sum is equal to 180 degree. So which line will be parallel? NM will be parallel to KL. Okay, line NM will be parallel to KL, and in this trapezium, so you can say NMLK. Okay, NMLK is a trapezium. NMLK is a trapezium because in this trapezium NM is parallel to KL, and why these are parallel? Because sum of one side of the interior angles is equal to 180 degree, and you can say sum of co-interior angles is equal to 180. So this line is parallel to this one, so both the angle, and this one is transversal line, ML is transversal. So sum of co-interior 100 plus 80, so it will be 180 degree. If sum of angles is equal to 180 degree, so you can say both the lines are parallel lines and one pair of opposite side is parallel, so you can say it will be trapezium. So you can say NMLK is a trapezium. Clear? Clear beta? So first you have to check how this one will be a trapezium and which of its two sides are parallel. So I have told you the property. You will use the property when two sides are parallel and one is the transversal line. So one side of the transversal line and interior angles sum is equal to 180. So you can say these type of angles, you can say that give the name co-interior angles, and sum of co-interior angle will be always equal to 180 degree. So here you can see M and L. Okay, this line, if you are taking this line is parallel to this line, so sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. So you can say yes, both the lines are parallel, and if one pair of opposite side is parallel, so you can say it will be a trapezium. So you can write NMLB is a trapezium. Now question number 11. Next question. Question number 11. What is given? Question number 11. Find measure of angle C in figure 3.33. Okay, if AB is parallel to DC. Okay, find measure of angle C in figure 3.33 if side AB is parallel to DC. Okay, 3.33. What is given? This type of figure. A, B, C, D. Okay, A, B, C, D. And AB is parallel to DC. Okay. So, beta, in this figure, question number 11, it is given if AB side is parallel to DC and angle B is also given, it is 120 degree. So, find the measure of angle C, 120 degree. Clear? So, simply I have told you one property now only. What is the property? If two sides are parallel, it means AB is given parallel to DC. AB side is parallel to DC. So you can take BC, this one side. This one is a transversal line. Okay. So BC is a transversal line. BC is a transversal line. So you can say sum of co-interior angles, sum of interior angles of one side of transversal. Okay, one side of transversal. Where is the sum of interior angles of one side of transversal. Okay, transversal. This is transversal line and both the angles, this one angle and this one angle. These are one side of the transversal and both are interior angles. So you can say sum of interior angle of one side of the transversal, or you can give the name co-interior. These type of angles are you can call co-interior angles, or co-interior angles will be equal to, sum will be equal to 180 degree. Now this one angle is given, so you can easily find out the other angle. So you can write angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180 degree. Angle B is given 120. So 120 plus angle C is equal to 180. So angle C will be equal to 180 minus 120. So you can say angle C will be equal to 60 degree. And in this question you have to find out the measure of angle C. So simply you can write measure of angle C. M angle C. M angle C. What is the meaning of M angle C, beta? It is measure of angle C. Okay. So what is the measure of angle C? You can say it will be 60 degree. Clear? Measure of angle C will be equal to 60 degree. So simply same property you will follow here. What is the property? Sum of any two when any two sides are parallel and one transversal line is being by these two parallel lines. So you can say sum of interior angle of one side of the transversal or co-interior angle will be always equal to 180 degree. So here angle B and C both are co-interior angles. So sum will be equal to 180 degree. Angle B is already given in the question. It is 120 degree. Plus C is equal to 180. So C will be 180 minus 120. It will be 60 degree. So what will be the measure of angle C? So you can say it will be 60 degree. Clear? it will be equal to 60 degree. Clear beta? Now last question. Question number 12. Last question of this exercise. 3.3. Question number 12. What is given? Question number 12 beta. Question number 12. Find the measure of angle P. Find the measure of angle P and angle S. Okay. Find the measure of angle P and angle S. Clear? And if SP is parallel to RQ in figure 3.434. Okay. So here SP, this one, like that. Okay, figure is given like that. S, R, Q, and this one is P. This one is given, Q angle is 130. This one is 90 degree, or you can say right angle. Okay. If you find measure of angle R, so is there more than one method to find measure angle P? Okay, fine. Okay, so find the measure of angle P and angle S. This one angle and this one you have to find out. Okay, and if SP is parallel to RQ. So SP side, what is SP? This one side is parallel to RQ. So you will write the solution. If SP is parallel to RQ, SP side is parallel to RQ. So these are two parallel sides. Okay, these are two parallel sides. So you can assume this one is a transversal line PQ. Okay, why you are taking PQ? Why you are not taking SR? You can take this one also. Here also one angle is known. Here also one angle is known. Okay, where one angle is known, so you can easily find out the other one angle. So first I am taking this one side. Okay, PQ side. So PQ is the transversal. Here you will write PQ is a transversal. Okay, SP is parallel to RQ and PQ is a transversal line. So you can apply the property sum of co-interior angles. Sum of co-interior angles. Okay, this line is parallel to this line beta, and this one is transversal line. So this angle and this angle, these are interior angles. Okay, and one side of the transversal. So you can say sum of co-interior angles will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, so what are the co-interior angles? Angle P plus angle Q will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, P plus Q, Q is 130 is equal to 180. So what will be the measure of angle P? 180 minus 130. So you can say it will be 50 degree. Okay, angle P will be equal to 50 degree. Clear? Now, if you are finding, you have to find out the S angle. Okay, you have to find out the angle S also. So what will be angle S? Same, now you will take SR is the transversal and these two lines are parallel. This is already given in the question. So here you will take SP is parallel to RQ side and SR is transversal. SR is a transversal line. So you can say sum of co-interior angles. So what are the co-interior here? S and R. Okay. So angle S plus R will be equal to 180. R is 90 degree. It is given in the question. 90 degree is equal to S plus 180. So what will be angle S beta? 180 minus 90. So you can say it will be 90 degree. Okay. So you have to find out angle P and S. So angle P is 50 degree and angle S is 90 degree. Clear? Angle P is 50 degree and angle S is 90 degree. Yes. P is 50 degree and S will be equal to 90 degree. So simple, what is given beta? Find the measure of angle P and S if SP line is parallel to RQ and in this figure 3.34. So this line SP means this one line is parallel to RQ line. If these are two parallel lines, So this one is also the transversal line and SR is also transversal line. So first, to find out the angle P, you will take the transversal line PQ. Okay, so if PQ is transversal line, so you can say sum of co-interior angle. Co-interior means one side and interior angle. So this one angle and this one angle are the co-interior angle. So P plus Q is equal to 180. So P plus Q is given 130 is equal to 180. So what will be the measure of angle P? You can say it will be 50 degree. Same after that, here this one angle is given right angle. Okay, this is right angle. So you will take this transversal line SR. So in this transversal line, you can say sum of co-interior angle S and R will be equal to 180 degree. If R is 90 degree, so what will be S? 180 minus 90, so it will be equal to 90. Clear? Okay, beta. Now if you have any doubt, you will attend the Zoom class for doubt session, beta. Okay, that is all about today. You have to complete exercise 3.3. Okay, thank you so much for joining the class.